Good morning, good people. It's your man, Invest with Cam, back on here. Just want to jump on here because I did say on an earlier recording that I was going to go more into detail about my position with AMC. So if anybody who's been following my channel or what have you will know that I was selling a lot of options on AMC just because I could sell quite a few options and get a very good premium at one point in time with AMC. But if anybody who's been keeping up with AMC knows that AMC recently did a reverse stock split in which it messed up a lot of people, especially people who were doing or selling options or doing any type of options trading prior to the reverse split. And someone asked me about reverse split, in which me not doing my research and my homework, in which anybody will tell you when you're doing any type of options trading or anything in life, you want to do research and have all of the information that you need to do things successfully, in which I didn't do. And so long story short, I had some $5 calls or something like that, or $4.50 puts, $4.50 puts. And so with the reverse split, anybody knows that $4.50 when the split occurred with the $45. And so I got assigned about 1,300 shares at about $40 per share. And of course, after the split, AMC stock price has done nothing but gone down and back down to where it was at previous to the reverse stock split, which is not good. But anyways, after all of that, I just want to give you a little rundown about my situation or what have you. And so what my plans are, in which I hadn't done this yet, and it really did take some thinking on my end and some listening to even come up with this idea. But basically what I'm going to do, because as you can see here, I have 1,317 shares of AMC stock. And so what I plan to do is to turn around and buy 1,300 more shares at the $4.41 price, or whatever price it may be at, but it's going to be more than likely a lot less than what my average cost is per share. And so at that point, that'll most definitely lower my cost per share, so that when AMC, and I'm going to stay optimistic about this, AMC does eventually go back up, it won't have to go up as much in order for me to recoup the money that I have invested in AMC back, and some, hopefully. And or if the price decides to go up enough, I could go back to selling calls or whatever have you in order to make that money back slowly. But just want to jump on here real quick, go into some details about my thoughts of how I can get my money back from AMC. Because as you can see, the market value here, which is the 58.08, but as you can see, my average cost is $40.95. So if you do the math, 1,317 shares times $40.95 does not equate to 58.08. So that'll just kind of give you an idea of how far down I am on this AMC position. But I really do know that the course of action that I am planning to take will most definitely help in this situation. And once I can get my money back from AMC, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to completely get out of AMC. I would love to invest in companies like 3M, which is one of those dividend aristocrats. You know, the dividend is extremely good with 3M. You know, you may pay $100 per share, but it pays $1.50 per share every 3 months as far as his dividends. So, you know, if you do the math, if you can get, $500,000 into 3M, I mean, that's 30 grand a year roughly is what you'll be making in dividends, and it's with a company that is a stable company. But also what my plans are to do is to build up a position into Coney, which is the Yield Max ETF for Coin or Coinbase. And so build up a big enough position that start getting quite a bit in dividends per month and per year, and then take those dividends and put them into a company or an ETF like JEPI or something like that, where it is a little bit more stable. You will have growth in the long run, but stability is what we're truly looking for. I mean, Chevron, maybe another one, even though Chevron, when you start getting into those types of stocks, it's going to cost you more to get a share of each stock. But once you can build up a big enough portfolio, and don't get me wrong, it takes $500,000, it takes $1 million to really be able to build up a portfolio or what have you in companies like a Home Depot or 3M or Coca-Cola or Chevron, in order to have enough dividends coming in to where you can basically sit back and relax and not have to work as hard or retire completely. But that's the type of money you have to have. But it makes sense because those companies are companies that are going to be around, and are companies that have been around way before I was even birthed. You see what I'm saying? So that's the type of companies you want to invest in. So don't take it completely to heart when I talk about the Coney or any of the Yield Max ETFs. It's more so to invest some money in there where you don't have to put as much in there, but you can get more money back in order to invest in other companies that are going to be, like I said, more stable, and a company that you can count on in the future. And don't get me wrong, Yield Max ETFs could be like that, but we don't know. They just came out for the most part last year. So we don't know if they're going to last another 5 years or another 10 years, but they could be around for another 20, 30, 40, 50 years or more, which would be a great thing, because now you got a lot of people that have invested in these companies, that have been invested in these companies for a long time. And if they continue paying the way that they're paying, there's going to be a lot more millionaires in the future as well. But hey, I just want to jump on here. I know I kind of jumped off track about Yield Max, but I am kind of excited about those ETFs as well. But I just wanted to let you know what I'm going to do with AMC. And in order for me to get another 1,300 shares, it may take me roughly about another, about another $5,800. But I'd rather do that so that, let's say AMC goes up to $20 and opposed to $40, my dollar cost average may be enough to where I get my money back that I previously so-called have been losing, get that money back, and possibly some type of increase on my investment to where I can go and invest in, like I said, more stable, more long-term companies for the future, because this is what I'm doing as far as my future, my children's future, my wife's future, because, we can't count on a job for the most part, because we don't get raises for cost of living, in which everybody knows the cost of living constantly goes up, but our pay isn't going up. So we have to figure out ways to supplement our income and or be able to completely cover our income so that we don't have to keep working these 9 to 5s that's not truly paying us enough to be able to live like we should or live comfortably. But once again, it's your man Investing with Cam. I just want to jump on here and talk to you guys about my AMC trades. And it's like I said, I know it's been a while. I've been a little bit down because, to be as far down as I am, more so on AMC, really can put you mentally in a rut, and so I've just been trying to figure things out, but I will get back on the right track. I'll keep these videos coming. Don't hesitate to like and subscribe. Please feel free to share. And again, this is your man Investing with Cam.